working immediately. That's okay. Cool. Anyway, hi internet. It's been like a week. And we got the whole group here with us tonight. Everyone's reunited and it feels so good.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, since everyone's played together. Yeah, so we're going to pick up sort of how we left off. Ultimately, we're going to pick up where Nenia left off. But a quick recap is everyone was, or the party, found a temple in the middle of the desert, and upon investigating, found some pedestal, that seemingly activated when the party approached, and Bran took an item off of it. They went back to Sigil where they met their friend Aurelian, who, at like just the suggestion, told them, "Hey, why don't you go investigate the rest of this stuff?" And they agreed, "Sure, why not?" They headed to the port city of Anda called Ilthorm, where they met Ren's old pirate crew, solving a bit of a dilemma there, in the form of just fighting other pirates, in like a fist fight. They then boarded the ship and went out to sea. Then they fought some actual other pirates while sailing for the new continent that had made itself known. Landing there, they learned, or about halfway across the sea, they came upon another temple that they quickly found was the Temple of Kas, the Realmic of Vigilance. A series of trials that were kind of dilapidated in a lot of ways, except for two were undergone, and those primary two were undergone by Laffy. Succeeding, she became the titled champion of Kas. She doesn't quite know what that means, but has done what Laffy do. They then arrived in the city of Raston and found the unaging, undying city of Eternal Night. They proceeded to wander around the city for a little bit until they had enough of skirting around the subject and decided to break into the main temple of the city called the House of the Broken Star, or the Temple of the Realmic of Duality, Raelsh. I forgot the name for a second there. Wow. About halfway through breaking in, or their attempt at breaking in, they witnessed another group making the same attempt. The other group's attempt failed spectacularly, and instead of trying to pick up their progress, the party decided to tail those individuals. Tailing them, they found that this is the resistance that calls themselves the true priests of Raosh, and they are trying to break into the temple to unmask some sort of conspiracy that's taking place. Meanwhile, Nenia had separated herself from the group and headed her own direction to gather some more information about what exactly is happening here. She was pointed in the direction of Sunward Raston, the portion of the city, apparently, that is forever daytime. She walked a little bit and went to the city, or the town of the Havens, the individuals that age and die, unlike their companions inside of the city. Nenia learned a brief amount about the world at whole, and that the balance between the haves and havens has been skewed in one way and has basically fallen apart. Where was I? Okay. And she agreed to take one of the men, Jorah, into the city and find out what the hell's happening. Under the condition that he be allowed to bring the corpse of his daughter into the city, under the pretense that the rumor that the dead come back to life within the city. From there, looking back at the other party members, they all did their own thing briefly to aid in this resistance. Ren broke into some priests' quarters, which she found to be decadent, to retrieve a rod that would dispel the magical barrier surrounding the temple to allow the group to enter. Mist created the beginnings of the dispel spell, and in the process tapped into some kind of power that she both welcomed and then pushed away due to the price it was asking her to pay. Laffy found a route for the group to break into the temple a bit more safely than just running into the wall. Bran went to go cavort with some of the guards and found out that there is a schedule to the guards that they might be able to take advantage of to break in. And we're going to pick up shortly after here, where Ren's the first one back. Ren, you come back. There's really no one there except Ardat, who is kind of bent over the big table that you guys had all seen originally, the one that you had been sitting at. He's scrawling something in a book. He just kind of looks up at you and raises his eyebrows, so doesn't say anything.
Ren, like, walks forward and begins pulling the giant chest out of the bag as she goes and just kind of dunks it right in front of him.
He just looks at it, and as the chest just slams down against the table, Laffy, you come barreling in with Saint in tow. And yeah, you see Ren holding this giant chest on the desk, kind of leaning over, grinning a little bit at Ardat, while he's just staring at it and her.
Laffy looks at Ren, and Laffy's like, I saw a sacrifice, what did you see?
What? She's
Never
like,
mind, it's not important.
Bren, this is where you come back in.
Ren is like like opening the lid of the chest while she's looking back at Laffy, but opening the lid of the chest like slowly, and then sort of does like the motion like a display person would like go like ta-da, and like inside is the rod, and it's all like it's right there.
Ren just sort of like, or what?
Ren, make a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Oh God.
Oh
It was trapped, remember?
Yeah, but she... Oh, it's not one use only, is it? Okay, she's not gonna be able to make the save twice, guys.
First roll of the night.
Does Ardat also need to roll a saving throw?
No, just Ren.
Because Ren's fucking touching it.
Yep.
Hey!
Okay.
Okay. That's
you-
the tone for the night.
Yeah, you crack the chest open and immediately you're like, oh fuck. And you feel a tingle shoot up your arm, and Laffy, you smell the scent of burnt hair. And Bran, this is when you walk in.
Ren's hair is doing the thing that like Ghibli film like characters do where it poofs upwards.
Bran just like walks in and he looks over at Ren and he sees this and he just kind of stares. He's not really sure what the fuck's going on, but he knows Ren probably did something stupid.
He's not wrong.
Laffy looks at Bran and she's like, hey, you came just in time to see Ren do something stupid.
I gathered that.
I'm fine.
Nenia, you walk in with Jorah in tow. And you're a bit more tentative than the rest because you've not been here before and you're clutching your staff to your chest, looking like you're about to bonk somebody with it, but knowing you would never.
Of course.
Yeah, you kind of tentatively walk in.
You're all here. You're all right.
Whoa,
What are you doing here?
how did you get here?
She looks towards Saint. Saint led me.
Is Saint still a ghost?
No, in fact, he was never a ghost as far as you're concerned.
Oh.
Laffy's like, but Saint was with me.
He just
I
He
mean,
wasn't what he
magical-
appeared.
Magical god dog. Remember? Who knows what all he can do?
he morphs and wags his tail.
Right. This is Jorah.
As he's about to open his mouth to speak, you guys hear a coming from one of the other doors that's closed off into the other side of the room.
Is anyone expecting more company? Actually, where's Mist?
That's a good question.
Ardat just looks at the door and... I think your friend was in that room.
Luffy darts over.
Ah, lovely.
Okay, Laffy, you dart over and the doorknob is, like, actually a little bit above your head.
Oh my god.
Of course it is.
Yeah. So you reach up and open it up, and you open the door, and you see Mist. Or you don't know if you see Mist. You see a pile of silk black robes. Just kind of a nest. And you see some scrawling text across the floor. You recognize it as arcane lettering.
Luffy is
Is
gonna
Vathan
go.
in there, or is Vathan gone?
Vathan now calls from the ceiling. And just...
Vathan-
Well, Luffy sees Vathan, so she knows whatever's happening can't be that bad. Because Vathan's here. But she goes to rummage through the silk robes to find Mist's face.
Make an investigation check.
Yes!
Oh god. 22.
Alright, you find Mist's face after about 10 seconds.
She's knocked out, right? She's
Yeah,
just-
Mist is out cold.
Luffy slaps her face lightly a couple of times.
That doesn't do anything, does it?
Oh, Mist, make a Constitution saving throw. We got a lot of rolls right off the bat.
Constitution saving throw. Damn!
Yeah.
Natural 20, Jesus!
Yeah, it wakes you up. Like, in the back of your dream space where you had been, you feel the gentle paps across your face. And it serves as like a nice anchor point to bring you to wakefulness.
Yeah, she sort of wakes up, like, she just sort of blinks, she doesn't really move for a second, and her eyes move up to Laffy.
What are you doing on the floors? That's his MySpace.
What? Oh, hells. Miss sort of scrambles to get up, and, like, immediately, she actually pulls her sleeve down. And is Laffy the only one in here?
Ren's peeking her head in.
Yeah, Brand's like at the door.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, if any of them, like, this would probably be the first time that any of the rest of them have seen Mist's arm.
Oh my god, how scandalous!
Scandalous.
Right? But
Bared
here's the
flesh.
thing, right? It has these weird markings all over it that look like arcane bindings that are just swirling down her arm, and they give this sort of impression of like almost an optical illusion. Like, they sometimes look like they're moving, and sometimes they look like, you know, her arm's doing weird shit that it shouldn't be. It's kind of weird. But there are also 6 tentacles that are coming out of her arm that these markings seem to be going around. And before you didn't think she had actual tentacles coming out of her arm, just sort of hanging out there.
Luffy's gonna snatch that arm. She's gonna
Okay.
try to snatch that arm.
Yeah, well, I mean, she probably could.
She's gonna, and then she's gonna feel it up vigorously.
Okay, each of the tentacles feels like a finger. Like, obviously there's no bone inside of it, but the texture's like skin. It's really bendy. They curl around
Yeah,
your
this-
fingers a little bit as you bend them around, Laffy.
Why is this? Why is this?
Miss tries to move the tentacles that are on Laffy's arm to see if she can.
Yeah, you totally can.
So yeah, she lets Laffy's arm go, and she's like, "Something happened."
Ren is kind of at the doorway, like opening her mouth and closing her mouth and opening her mouth, and it's like at that stage where she's like, she wants to know, but she also doesn't know if she actually wants to know. But she can't actually pull away from the door frame.
Is something weird gonna just happen to all of us?
Mist has this really weird expression, and she sort of tilts her head, and she's like, "Do you hear anything?"
Do we hear anything?
Yeah, Bran. Does Bran hear anything?
Bran never hears anything, so she's not even gonna try.
You guys absolutely hear something. You hear other people talking in the rooms adjacent to this one.
Oh.
That's it.
You mean the people talking?
No, not that. Right, you don't. Never mind. Mist sort of, like, her eyes start darting all over the place, like...
That is
like
not a way to start a conversation. You can't, never mind, do you hear anything, and then go, no, not that.
I hear something that you don't. Mist then, like, with her other hand, she's gonna make some of that inky black energy appear and just kind of see what it does. If it makes what she's hearing any louder, if it does anything strange on its own, like... Is it just normal?
No, it's just normal.
She's eyeing it, like, really oddly, like she's expecting something to happen until it just dissipates.
Luffy looks at Ren in an "are you seeing this shit" kind of way.
Ren looks at Luffy in an "look, you're the one who spent like half a year with her, you tell me what's going on" kind of way.
Yeah, Mist is like, yeah, something happened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, right, you're all alright, right? Like, how long has it been?
I don't know.
Like an hour? Maybe 2?
Really? I thought this was going to take longer. Oh, okay. Mist just seems really scattered and kind of...
Miss
Ren walks into the room, like, over Luffy, takes Mist by the shoulders, and is like, "What did you do?" And then lets her go.
That's a good question, actually.
You don't even know what you've been doing.
No, I know what I've been doing. I just don't know exactly what the result was.
Start at the beginning.
Okay, so I came in here to, like, you know, do the ritual which would prepare the spell for dispelling all the stuff in the temple, right?
Right.
And I was doing that.
Uh-huh.
And my energy magic started to become solid, which it never really does. That doesn't really happen. And
Mist.
I was like, alright.
Stop.
What?
You find yourself about to say more, but the words don't come out.
Yeah, so she's probably moving her mouth and then just, like, realizing she's not saying anything, and then...
Ren, like, looks at Mist, then looks down at Luffy, and he's like, "Are you seeing this shit?"
Can she say anything else?
Like, I'm total this shit.
You sit there and you think for a second, Mist, and you try and say something normal that has nothing to do with what happened to you.
I like riddles. Okay, that works. That's good. So
whatever happened to you is going to remain a mystery.
Miss is gonna try to communicate telepathically to see if that works.
Alright, you reach out with your mind to try and touch theirs, and the rest of you guys receive the equivalent of TV static.
Luffy covers her ears.
Oh,
What was that?
Miss stops immediately.
Alright, so don't do that again.
Okay, I was trying to tell you what I remember, but I guess I guess it wants to remain unknown.
All I heard was.
Like a really loud, blustery storm.
Alright, well, yeah. I guess I can't convey this to you. But this Miss just, like, holds her arm up with the tentacle.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean,
That's
weird, but not
happened.
really that weird for Mist, is it?
I mean,
It's- Anyway, I think I have the spell.
Are you
Well-
happy with that, or do you want us to cut it out?
No. Don't do that.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing some things when I have some time. See what it is that I can do.
Uh-huh.
I don't suppose you have.
Ren gives her a look like, you think we're gonna leave you alone for 2 hours again? I don't think so. Look what happened the last time we did that. Like,
Luffy
that's the
puts her
look.
hands on her hips and repeats the look.
Yeah, Miss just kind of looks at both of them and is like, well, I suppose you could stay if you'd like, but I'm going to be doing what I'm going to be doing to see what I can learn about this. Because I don't like it.
Well, I got the rod. It was really easy. All I had to do was sneak in and steal some shit. There was a painting that I had to press a button.
Oh,
Also, I had some books
Congratulations.
that I couldn't really read. And Ren pulls them out and dumps them into Mist's, like, general area.
the mass of robes that is Miss.
Yeah. Shoves the
She's
books at her.
Holding.
Yeah, Miss like looks at, you know, she goes to pick up the books, but like the tentacles pick up the books and she kind of eyes them. Like, I need to get used to that. But yeah, she looks like she's gonna start looking over them, but obviously she's too kind of scattered to really look over them.
Maybe you should have a sit.
Yeah, wait, is Nania there? Is she peeking in?
She's peeking.
Okay. Yeah, Miss looks over and is like, oh, you're here. Did you get my message?
Something of a message.
Well, I guess that's something anyway. Alright, okay.
Exactly did this message pertain?
Well, I wanted to let her know. They said that we would be here for, like, days or something, right? They said it would take a while, so I wanted to let her know that we wouldn't be coming back immediately.
I appreciate it.
And also, what was going on with the priests and all of that. So, yeah, you would know the situation.
Wait. Did you tell her how to get here?
No.
How the fuck did you get here?
How would I know how to get here?
Like I said, Saints.
Woof.
He,
But who is the man?
Oh, and he's holding, like, a body bag. Well, he's just been standing here quietly.
There are a lot of questions, and I feel like you know what they are already, and they need answers.
okay. Well, I had done some searching around as well while you, she looks each of them over, trying not to,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
oh no.
Blue.
Oh,
Man down, man down.
Dino is gone.
Oh no. Give her a second.
yeah.
It's a brief intermission.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
There we go.
The fuck?
Hey.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sorry.
Okay.
What did I miss?
Nenny is being questioned.
Ah.
I wanted to learn about Havens, well, you all,
While we broke in.
did what you did. I'm really glad you're safe. But, yeah, right, this is Jorah. He's from there.
No. Hi.
Hi.
Greetings.
How's it going?
Confused.
Yeah, you and me both.
Excellent.
Yeah, good.
What's in the bag?
My daughter.
What?
Is that normal?
Wasn't it the other guy's daughter?
No, it's this dude's daughter.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking. Well, I learned some things about how everything's out of balance here, and the daughter in the bag is
dead.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's dead.
So you're just carrying around your daughter's corpse in a sack?
Yeah.
How did you guys sneak 2 people and a dead body through the border?
That was an interesting thing.
Ren like lifts her eyebrows excessively.
Interesting, is it? Do elaborate.
Yes, well, there was an elder sage who... She's, like, trying to think about what even happened, and, like, as if staring at the corner of the ceiling is helping evoke that image better, and brings her gaze back down, and there was a portal there, and there was a corridor of doors that I ventured with Jorah, and the sage told us to pick the broken star to come back, and Saint was there, but it didn't look like, well, I mean, it was Saint, but glowing, and he led me to you.
Miss, like, once she tries to center herself by writing down whatever she can get from that.
Like, Nadia
Ren opens her mouth.
Go ahead, sorry.
And then closes her mouth, and then looks at the others, and she's like, well, stranger things have happened, I suppose.
Okay, no, I'm not satisfied yet.
Alright, okay. Let's see. So...
Is there anywhere I can put this down? She's heavy.
Yeah, I mean... Whatever you want, I'd imagine.
He looks over his shoulder and just kind of stomps away, and you hear the sound of him letting something down. You hear, "Hey, you can't put that there!"
Wow.
Ren yells over, it's his dead daughter, for Cripe's sake. Just let him put it wherever he wants.
Wait, what?
Just leave it. Just leave it.
And you hear Ardat and Jorah just kind of get into a quiet but heated conversation.
Oh my god.
Miss is like, okay, so you know about the balance being out of whack. We do too. That's why we're here. I don't know if you got what I sent, but these people here are high priests of Realsh.
Yeah, they were before they were kicked out of their own temple.
They were upset because the balance has been disrupted of whatever blessing Rael should put here. People are maintaining it by arcane means, which is only having one half of the city live forever while the other's souls are being used in order to power it, and they die. So they were trying to break into the temple to stop it, and wanted our help, so we were helping them. So you went to the place where the Havens were. Did everything, like... What was that like?
How Why? You just went alone!
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
sorry. I did. I wanted to do something, and she's, that's all she's gonna say. She's not gonna say she wanted to prove a point. But,
Luffy
did.
squints at her.
Yeah, Ren is also squinting at her.
She made it back none the worse for wear, so I suppose there's no point in fighting over it now.
Okay.
Right.
So everyone there, their souls did not seem damaged, or there wasn't any weird stuff going on there to your discerning? Like, what? Can you explain a bit more?
Yes, the sun was shining, that was nice. Just barren, and, people just being people, living their lives, and, their elder told me a story similar to what you know here with the Valens, and I don't like magic much. But that was fine. That ended up fine. I'm fine.
Ren raises another brow again while still squinting.
And when I traveled there, the guard that had been watching the border, told me I would never be able to come back, which,
Well,
we're here.
clearly wasn't very correct
Yes.
in that.
Yes. But, yeah, she's like so flustered and like she wants to fuss over Mist. Like there's clearly more important things going on than explaining herself. Oh my gosh. But going to comply since Mist is asking. But anyway, so she reflects a little more and right, their elder used to live here. She used to be immortal. Or, I think it was... anyway, but yeah, she had cast a spell, and that's what would be our safe passage to return to you, and see what we could do for Jorah's daughter, on the promise that if she was brought here, that she may come back to life.
So that explains the body then, at least.
Yes, the body, yes.
I don't
Has
think
she
that's
yet?
how it works.
He's confident.
There's, at this moment, you guys hear, "That's not how it works!"
Luffy gestures in the direction of the door.
Just puts a hand to her forehead, like, can't believe she just harbored a body that's not gonna come back.
And you hear Jorah just kind of yell an expletive. You're not really sure. Actually, wait, who speaks Elven?
Miss.
I do.
Brand
Everyone
does.
but Mist, but Brand. Oh my God, I'm gonna sit down.
Everyone
Everybody
but Ren.
I don't need it.
Okay,
Ren and Daniel.
those of you who speak Elven recognize he used the Elven word for fuck.
Brand just like
It's probably
raises on
long
the
and
eyebrow.
flowery.
Yeah. It's
Part
like a
of defeating the
7-syllable
purpose.
word. You're pretty sure you can hear 6 apostrophes in there.
Oh my god.
At this point, Ren's gonna walk over, and she's gonna pull back like the sack, and she's gonna examine the body
Okay.
while they're busy arguing.
Yeah, they are very definitely arguing. Jesus. Yeah, neighbors, thanks.
Yeah, if
I
you
was
hear
wondering
guitar
what that
noise,
guitar
the
noise-
neighbors just... Yeah,
Just a strumming away like an asshole.
the
That
same
was my neighbor.
over and over again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Mist is hearing.
Yeah.
If only.
Oh Oh my god, let me see if I could just put push to talk.
So yeah, they're over there arguing and seem to barely notice you. And Ren, you can tell that Jorah's real mad.
Yeah.
Kind of like, obviously, and for very understandable reasons, I suppose. And when you peel back the canvas bag, yeah, you see it's a relatively young, but probably your aged elven girl. She looks intact. You don't see any wounds around her face or neck. And she is
Ren's
definitely dead.
Ren's gonna arcana a cause of death.
Okay. You sit there, squint, and look around, and there's nothing overtly magical about her death.
Okay. She's gonna kind of she's gonna pull back a little more of the sack
Okay.
and look for disease or something.
Okay. Medicine check.
I know what that is. That's a -1 skill.
Yeah, no, she's clothed. And you lift up various bits of the clothing to look, and there's no obvious wounds or rot or disease. And at this point, Jorah looks over at you after breaking away from arguing with Ardat, and just says, "Her heart gave out."
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
She's my age. That doesn't make any sense.
Well.
It can happen from time to time, though I suppose it's probably fairly rare.
Can Mist get up okay?
Yeah.
Didn't Nenia just say that they are using the people to be batteries for the city?
I did actually know that.
Yeah, so no wonder she just fell down. She's being used to power souls.
They are... We don't think that's what happened, Jorah says.
Oh.
They round people up and bring them in if they're going to be using them for that.
Oh, maybe that is what I saw then.
What? Wait, you saw this happen, Nuffy?
Well, kinda. I mean, the stained glass was very hard to look through, but I was definitely seeing some sort of ritualistic sacrifice, yeah.
Well,
Lovely.
Oh no.
Now we know what they're doing.
Just a quiet, oh no. Ren looks over at Nenia when she says that. Just kind of looking at her. And then looks back at the corpse. How long has she been dead?
Oh, I don't know. Year, 2 years at this point.
Okay, is that unusually well preserved for a body that's been dead for a few years?
Normally, but there are a number of spells and such that can be kept up that would keep a body from rotting.
Okay, yeah.
Which you just kind of know. Most of you know off the top of your head, actually.
Yeah.
Luffy looks at Saint. Luffy looks at Saint.
Saint looks up at you.
Luffy looks at Saint meaningfully.
He wags his tail.
Luffy looks at the body.
He looks at the body.
Luffy looks at Saint.
Miss looks at the high priest.
Saint does that dog spin and then lays down.
Luffy's like, oh, you're killing me, Saint.
Yeah, Mist is apparently there was some story told about being brought over here would revive the dead. Is there any truth in that? Was that once possible?
Ardat just shrugs. No, it was never possible. If you died over in Sunward, you died. That was kind of how it was supposed to work.
Where did that come from, I wonder?
It has been quite a while. Wouldn't be surprised if that just sprang up. Jorah just, yeah, that's what I understand.
Rand's been kind of looking at the body in thought this entire time without really saying anything. But I don't know, he looks like there's something on his mind, but he's not saying anything yet.
Ren, he's over near Nenia, right?
Sort of. He's probably like walked a bit closer to like wherever the body is.
Ren kind of like squints up at him, meaningfully.
Ren just sort of like he notices Ren staring at him, and he just kind of like stares back for a second before he realizes that she's like. He realizes how obvious he's being.
Ren sort of like lifts her eyebrows.
I may know a spell that could potentially be of use here.
You know a spell and you never told us?
I've never used it, and I've never used it before, so I'm not sure if it'll work, but supposedly it's a resurrection spell.
Ren gives him a really long look. Like
It needs he looks at her. It needs a fully intact body.
I mean, we kind of have that.
Yeah, Ren's gaze kind of like meanders off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Bran immediately knows like where her mind's going, and he says that very pointedly.
Jorah is awfully just kind of blasé about the fact that she's not coming back. Ardat's just.
Why was he arguing so heatedly a moment ago?
I can try to use it, though. Whether or not it works, I'll be kind of out of it for a while.
How long is the vial?
And yeah, when were we going to do the thing?
Not immediately, I presume. We have plans to be making.
Yeah, we got a plan. Then we're probably going to get in as soon as possible.
Okay, alright.
Bran, you went to go look at the guard schedules, right?
I did. I informed them of they have a changing of the guard every how long was it again?
3 days.
3 days. Every 3 days they have a changing of the guard, and I don't know exactly how long it takes them to, replace the ranks, but it could be our best bet to get in.
Ardat nods. Right, well, I suppose our next opportunity's in about 3 days. Or we could try soon and hope that the window's wide enough. If we wait 3 days, we lose the element of surprise and they'll be back on heavy guard right now, in between shifts. They won't be expecting us.
You mean to be saying that the changing of the guard lasts more than 15 minutes?
Possibly. It's a big grounds. They've got to relieve the right people, trade out weapons and armor.
So wait, was this happening now?
No, in 3 days.
No,
Bran, you know that it's going to be starting shortly.
Well, we have basically 2 opportunities. We can either go very, very, very soon, because if it isn't happening already, it will be happening shortly, or we wait for 3 days.
Well...
Miss just kind of looks at Ardat, because...
He just... My men are ready to go whenever. The sooner the better for us, as far as I'm concerned.
Fuck it, I already almost died once, let's go!
Don't we have to do something to the... And she gestures to the chest.
Yeah, we need to do something with the rod, right? And the spell.
How
right. Does that work?
As we approach the temple, you'll have to take the scroll that the dispel ritual is placed on and invoke it with the rod, acting as a wand.
There was some complications in the ritual, and I don't have a scroll. It's on my hand. Does it work the same?
I don't know.
Well,
Ren just like
Alright.
silently mouths complications to herself.
I don't see why not, but I'm not exactly arcane.
can Mist do like some sort of check to see if this would?
Yeah, make an
work?
Arcana check.
Okay, because she's like half out of it, but she's like, man, I feel like there should be a way this would work. 30.
Yeah, it'll work just the same.
Okay.
It might hurt a little bit if the spell isn't cast perfectly, but it'll still go off.
Yeah, Mist looks like she's taking a moment to think. She's like, no, it should be fine. It should work the same way. So I'll need the rod to do it. Right?
Ren gestures over to the chest.
Nardat's
Yeah.
Yeah, that part doesn't change, I don't think.
Mist goes over to the chest and she looks at it, see if there's any magic happening.
Well,
if she could just open it, or
The box is still open.
Oh, okay.
After Ren opened it, and I mean, yeah, there's a magical signature coming out of the box. And
Struggling there.
yeah, hello. And the rod is kind of outlined by this purplish aura.
Alright. Mist goes to see if she can pick it up okay. She's like weirdly tentative.
Alright, you reach out and take it. It's a little heavy.
Okay.
It's like an iron bar.
Alright. Yeah, she just like sort of, and the others also might notice all these weird tentacles on her arm. Because I don't think she can pull her really tight sleeves over those anymore, so she's just like, alright, okay, yeah, I can do this. and she takes the rod, sort of looks it over, goes back to where she was standing.
Okay. Mist, make an Arcana check again, by the way.
Oh boy. Okay. 31.
Something's been niggling in the back of your head, and you turn to look back at the pile of books Ren dumped at your feet, and you see that one is kind of outlined with a faint arcane aura.
Yeah, she goes over there. Like, she's...
Okay.
This is just wandering around at this point. Like, she goes over and she picks up the book.
It
and
hums a little bit. Okay, are you using Eldritch Sight on it?
Yeah, she's gonna
Okay.
Eldritch Sight that thing.
You read the cover, and it's called Tumbling in You. That's all it's called, and you realize that if someone spent enough time reading this book, they would become more dexterous.
Alright, yeah, Mist notes this, but if the others look like they're having a conversation about plans, she's not gonna say anything right away. Is anyone else, like, talking, or are they just kind of
Ardat
watching?
has just taken to watching you, Mist. You picked up
Okay.
the rod and then wandered off
Yeah.
like a distracted
Yeah.
toddler.
Ren's just kind of like waiting for everyone to
yeah.
make their decision.
Miss sort of looks back, like she wasn't expecting to be watched. Like, she thought that people would, be on task or something. But it's like, right. Sorry. This book is magic. Apparently, if you read it, you can be more dexterous. Just caught my attention, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be alright, Mist?
Mist opens her mouth and closes it.
How does reading a book make you more dexterous?
It's magic. I mean, I could explain the in-depthness to it, but
You don't gotta explain shit.
Yeah,
Like, is this a one use sort of thing?
Is it?
Yes.
It is.
That makes no sense. It's a book. What good's a book you can only read once?
I mean, you could read it more than once. You just don't, get the other stuff with it, I guess. Miss just kind of casually did not answer Nenny. But yeah, she's holding the book and the rod now, and she kind of looks at Ren like, does Ren look like she wants it? Like, give me this.
I mean, yeah, but she's not gonna say anything.
Okay, well, when Mist walks by, she just sort of shoves it to Ren.
Ren casually takes the book and wonders if she's actually gonna be able to read it.
Okay, yeah, that's, it doesn't need an official name. If you spend 24 hours reading it, you get a +2 bonus to your dexterity. Permanently.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a book of dexterity. Oh my god. Ren is gonna read the shit out of that book.
Yeah, so Mist goes back and is like, okay, so we don't have that much time. We're gonna go, and the way of things is what? We get there, we go where directed, where the guards apparently aren't going to be. We found a path.
My internet's cutting out again. Hang
No,
on.
that was just us.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, was
us.
that just us? Okay.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
not
no.
just you.
Okay, I'll repeat that.
Oh, you're roboting all over.
Oh, God.
Mist is glitching out.
Is it better?
No.
I don't know if it's an issue with the internet or something with Discord.
Yeah, do we have to change servers?
Speak, Das, speak.
Words.
There we go.
Hello.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. Okay, yeah, Miss glitched out there for a second, but... Nope, wow. Right back to
Still
glitching
glitched
out.
There you go.
Alright, let me actually try and fix it this time. Try now, Das? I'm gonna take the total silence as a no.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Robot.
Shit.
Not, like, terrible, though, but
I don't know what's going on.
now it's fine.
What the fuck? I didn't do anything!
Maybe it was just your internet
Yeah.
blipping
Oh my
out.
God.
Okay.
Moving
Well,
on.
Yeah. Okay. So Mist is just like, alright, so the plan is if we're going shortly, we have a little bit of time. I think it was Laffy that knows the way to go. When
Don't I
exactly
always knows the way to go?
you do.
Yeah.
When do I use this? How do I use this? We should probably have everybody on the same page about what we're doing instead of just trying to figure it out while we're doing it.
Hardat just shrugs.
Unless that's how you do it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just shrug? Did you just...
There
are
was
you
gonna be
lying?
words there. As I
Then you
was
should've
about to
been-
say.
Oh my god.
he stares way down at you, Laffy, because this is like a
Fluffy
6'5" man.
stares at him from under her brows like a horrible little demon child.
He just rolls his eyes. You'll need to dispel it once you're up against it.
Right.
I presume there's going to be a location where you are pressed up against a door, a wall, somewhere that you're
Okay,
going to
no,
be
no.
entering.
What do you want us to be doing when we are in there?
Bind the priests and secure us an entrance, but first find the priests and find out what they're doing.
Straight up killing people.
I didn't say that.
No, I mean, that's what they're doing.
Oh, well. Stop that, then.
Ren looks at Laffy like, get a load of this guy.
Yeah, Miss kind of like.
I don't know what
alright.
you expected from me. We're breaking into my old temple to stop people that kicked me and my people out from doing bad stuff.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
but
I'm not-
you would know the lay of it, wouldn't you?
I
You'd
mean, I'm
probably
not...
know, like, where, if there were altars, where they are, where,
Well,
you know...
I'm presuming that they're performing their, as the little one said, a ritualistic sacrifice.
Don't call her the little one.
As she
Fluffy
said,
chitters she chitters menacingly.
as I was saying, that would probably be in the main cathedral. It's kind of hard to miss. I don't know where you'll be going in. It depends on where that one. He points at you, Laffy. Found out where to get in.
I told you my name.
Where Lafayette told you you could go in.
Okay. What happens if it comes to a confrontation? You said
I don't
not,
care.
Don't... Okay, that's good to know. So... Right, we stop them first or we let you in first? I guess whichever's closer.
I'd say they probably need to be stopped first. None of us are fighters.
Alright.
So, okay. We're just... You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Alright.
Miss
Alright.
looks at Laffy like she knows exactly what Laffy's thinking and is just like, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, you won't believe this, but there's a reason we haven't broken in yet. Shocking,
Yeah.
I know.
No, I didn't expect that we were all going to have to take an entire temple ourselves. But it's fine.
There's likely not too many people in there. Considering that they've been shut off and not bringing anyone in to our knowledge, though apparently they are, their number should not have increased by any means.
Miss just kind of she has a look like she's gonna say something, but she doesn't. Because it's just like, he just said that there are people taking him in there, but I don't know. It's that look like you just contradicted yourself there, but it's fine. She doesn't say anything.
Arvat looks very flustered.
Alright, okay. So it's basically us then. We are going to figure out what we're going to be doing, I guess.
So, there's ghosts.
Ghosts. Alright.
Yeah, and some gargoyles. And I snuck past them, but I have no faith in you or Bran or Nenia to get past them, so we're probably gonna have to fight.
Do you think that would set off alarms within if we fight them?
Oh, probably.
So that's probably not the best idea.
Well, that's the only way we're getting in, Mist.
You said there were windows.
Yeah, they're, like, before the window.
But wait, you found a way to get in there, though.
Okay, theater of the mind. There are the shrubs. You go past the shrubs, there are ghosts. Then there is a very high gate. There are gargoyles. You go over the gate, there are windows, more ghosts. You go to the right, and then there is a tunnel, but you have to get past all of the ghosts and the gargoyle.
You didn't fight them, though. So,
No.
wait. I have an idea. Can you convey this image to me, Luffy? where
Fluffy
the
closes
tunnel
her
is.
eyes, and she thinks very hard, and she tries to convey that image. Does it work?
Make an Arcana check.
Meanwhile, while this is going on,
14.
Ren is like nudging Bran over near the corpse.
It's fairly successful. Miss, you have an idea.
Okay. Would she know if that's enough of an idea that she could like do something like cast Arcane Gate to that spot
Yes.
from a different spot? Okay. Yeah, she's like, all right, I have a way that we can get past those ghosts and the gargoyles without messing around with them.
Oh, nice.
How?
Meanwhile, Bran sort of gives Ren this look, and he's like, I could try to cast the spell, but I'm not going to be able to fight if we're leaving now.
The body will be here when we come back.
Ren kind of peeks down at it, and she looks at what's his face?
Jorah.
Jorah. That's it. And she's like, so when was the last time you preserved the body?
I don't do the preserving, but it was only a few days ago.
Do any of the priests have the ability to preserve a body? Luffy says, looking at Ardat.
Yeah, we're well versed in that sort of thing. We can take care of
Right.
that.
Keep it fresh.
That's... Oh, yeah, okay.
How long has she been dead? Just to make sure.
If they've been... Ren looks at Bran, and she's like, if they've been preserving it, the magic extends the thing. It extends the time limit. At least that's what, all the books said when I was researching on how to, Anyway.
Does Ren look dead right now?
Oh yeah, Ren has looked dead since like the ship. She hasn't put her
Yeah.
She doesn't put her makeup
She-
on.
Yeah, she hasn't put her face on.
Yeah. No. She looks dead as fuck. And has really brightly yellow glowing eyes.
Luffy is looking at Ren, and she's just looking.
Ren like stops and looks at Luffy. What?
Luffy's like, sorry, I was just getting lost in your eyes.
Yeah, too bad they don't really illuminate the darkness. I can't use them like a candle.
Can you still not see in the dark?
I don't have to see in the dark anymore. And Ren just kind of grins.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was too busy thinking about how fucking cool it's gonna look when you go in there looking super dead.
Thanks.
Miss snickers a little and then kind of gestures and is like, okay, alright, we should probably get going if we're going to do this now. Do we all want to do it now?
Yeah.
Why not? We've
Nenny,
never been
are
on
you
such
coming
plans
with us
anyway.
to help?
I suppose this has never been any time like the present.
And Ren walks over to Ardat and she's like, she holds out a hand and she's like, tell me you have some sort of architectural layout of the temple.
Yeah. And he
Uh-huh.
hands over a map.
Hey.
And Ren just kind of holds it up in like a faint da-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mist actually looks at Nanny and is like, do you want to come with us? Well, no.
If you would have me this time, and she might look a little guilty.
Hey, look. And Ren looks at her and is like, you found your spine once, you may as well continue on that path. And kind of gives her a
Damn.
little pat on the shoulder.
Damn. Whew. Savage.
Jesus.
As Nadia just thanks her, confused. It's fine. It's fine.
Ren sort of acknowledges the fact that her remark has sort of gone over Nenia's head, and she's just like,
Luffy, following up from Ren, and pats Nenny on the shoulder, and she's like, "Of course we'll have you. You have an important place on this team now.
You do.
Even if you totally went off without us."
We can talk about that later.
Yes, please.
Alright, well I guess we're going to be heading off. Are you going to be ready to come in when we open whatever we're opening? She said kind of to Ardat in general.
Oh, he looked like he was looking back at the body, and blinks to look at you, and yeah, we'll be ready.
Alright. Okay, so if we are prepared, I think we should go, maybe?
yeah. What do we got to lose?
Suppose we're as ready as we'll ever be.
Alive.
Yeah.
Some of us.
And not knows what else. Mr. Mutters. And then she's like, alright, Laffy, you probably know the way best.
Luffy sets off.
Okay. Luffy, you.
Ren follows.
Wait, Luffy sets off, but then she stops. She looks at Mist and she's like, "I don't know what you're planning."
Well, we are going in there, right? Bring us to a place that is sort of adjacent to wherever that tunnel is. I can make a portal between where we are and where the tunnel is. We could go in there. I could close it. We don't have to deal with the ghosts or the gargoyles. Then we go in there and do whatever you did to get through, I guess, and get in.
Alright, well, there's a door. We're gonna need to use the wand. You already knew that. It electrified me real bad. Let's go. And then she leaves.
Okay. You guys head out, and you head out into the city. Until. Yeah, you guys walk for a little bit. It doesn't take nearly as long as it usually would, because Luffy, you're walking with purpose, and kind of making everyone keep up. And soon enough, you guys are at the top of the big incline at this point, looking down at the House of the Broken Star. And Luffy, you lead them to the side of the building that is where the hole is. And you look down, and you guys can all already see the outline of ghosts, or these like pale, flickering blue figures. They're translucent and they're moving around through these dark trees that you can see. You're not close. You're still at the top of the hill looking down, but already you can see them. And there are little sconces against the walls of the house, burning, giving off a little bit of light, but you can't see a ton.
Freaky, right?
Yeah, interesting. Would Mist be able to tell if there are, like, any sort of weird... Like, she could tell before that there was a glyph of warding on the place, but could she tell if there's, like, alarm on it anywhere, or, like, in a certain proximity?
You're gonna have to get closer.
Alright. She'll do that after. She's like, should we cast, like, invisibility, or your badass, sneaky spell, Laffy?
Oh, I mean, if you want a sneaky spell, sure. And then she throws up Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Yeah, Mist is like, do you want to be invisible? Does it... Or should we wait until we get in there?
We should probably wait until we get in there.
Alright. So, yeah, I guess they're going down.
Okay. Let me move the maps. Though God knows you guys probably aren't going to need to use this much. Let me make sure lighting's all good. Portal Hornenia, there's really not much you can see. You're kind of
Oh.
walking blind. You reach out and grab onto everybody.
Okay.
Once.
Ren sees her groping, kind of, and just turns around, and lightly pats her face and gives her.
Okay.
Hey, she's got dark vision.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the world kind of comes into focus. Yeah, and you can see a bit more. Before you saw like these vaguely glowing trees and the sconces against the wall, but now you can see dimly, kind of around you.
Well,
All right.
if there's ever a time to go through the portal, it is now.
All right. So yeah, Mist is gonna use Arcane Gate, and she's gonna have the opening where the place where Laffy projected to her, where that tunnel is.
Okay.
Uh,
Make an Arcana check for me, because
Oh,
you don't know
boy.
the precise location because you haven't done it before.
yeah.
So you're gonna have to make a check.
Where's the thing? I'm at the wrong thing. Fuck. Hold on. I have too many things open. Here we go. 36.
Okay. Yeah. You concentrate for a moment, and you think of the area Laffy showed you, and you mutter the spell under your breath, and a tear in the world opens up, and you see that it's pointing towards a dark hole.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't say anything about my plants going away when I use plant growth, so... are the
What's the
plants still
duration on it?
there? The duration? It just says instantaneous.
Okay, then yeah, they're still there.
Okay, cool. Laffy goes over to the hole and she points down and she's like, you guys are gonna have to climb, so good luck, but come on, get in.
Yeah, they go through the portal. Mist.
Okay.
Like as soon as they go through, she changes the angles of them. So like the one they went through is facing straight down, so no one will see it.
Okay.
And then-
Yeah, you guys pop through and you're on the edge of this hole that is just completely dark beneath you. And you turn and start descending. Just climbing down the plants. It's kind of precarious. You have to find your footing a few times because not all of you are nature versed. Mist, I'm assuming you just float down?
Yeah, she's not gonna try to climb.
Okay.
She just fall and hit everybody.
Yeah. The rest of you guys make it down, no real issues. And your feet hit this quiet, like, crunching noise. And you look down, and it is, like, gravel almost beneath your feet. And in front of you, there's a dark tunnel.
Laffy just goes forward. She's
yeah.
like, let's keep it moving, guys.
And you guys head down this tunnel, and you do feel your vision kind of start to pull in against you, like something is preventing your full dark vision from projecting along the walls. Well, no, it goes completely dark actually.
Does Ren still have her like blind sense?
Yep. Ren, you can feel that you guys are still in the tunnel, and there are like shelves carved into the walls.
Laffy's like, be careful of the skeletons, by the way. That's what's on the shelves.
Oh,
What?
good to know.
Ren kind of feels them out.
Okay, yeah. You extend a hand, and the way blind vision works is you're kind of seeing like a bat would through echolocation. You're seeing through the vague sounds of like footsteps and your own heartbeat. So you don't really get the details as much as you just get the vague shape. You do reach into one of the shelves and grope around, and yeah, you definitely feel a bone or four.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
It feels like something grabs your wrist. And you
Ren,
jerk
like,
it back.
pauses.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
jerk
oh my
back,
God.
and when you pull your hand out, there's this loud clatter of bones hitting stone and then hitting the ground. Just
Laffy just stops. And she's like, oh my god.
If Ren's face was visible, she'd be like, it touched me, but it's not visible, so she doesn't have to put anything on her face.
I hate you so much. And Laffy keeps walking.
By the way, you can all see the vague glow of Ren's eyes.
It's like a cat's eyes in
Yeah.
the darkness.
It's like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
It's not projecting like light to actually make anything discernible. You just see these like twin amber orbs.
Oh,
Oh my god!
stop.
They
Her
look
amber hues.
Yeah,
glow in the dark.
her copper pools
Oh my
are they're just kind of
Her
suspended in
brownish
the air.
oculars.
Her golden twins.
Oh,
no!
oh, and that's where we're gonna kill that off. Yeah, and you guys walk forward a little bit until eventually, your vision does somewhat return. It's still very closed in, like something is preventing you from seeing normally. And you come up against a wooden door. And Mist, you can see that it is hella magic.
Yeah, Miss, like, this is the spot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where I got electrocuted.
Alright, so, do we want to be invisible now?
That. Yeah. Probably.
Ren just kind of shrugs and is like, I can be invisible on command, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, Ren, not
Okay.
everyone has special privilege.
Ren looks put upon.
Yeah, Miss looks over at Bran. I get some, you get some.
Hold on.
I mean, I can only make one person invisible at a time.
Oh. Well, never mind, I can do it.
Yeah,
I will
maybe-
remind you real quick that invisibility is broken when you cast a spell.
Not,
Laffy's like, maybe we should hold off
not
on
the
seeing
invisibility that Bran can
Right.
cast.
Greater invisibility
Yeah.
doesn't, but that is a
Greater
single target.
It also works for like a minute.
Yeah.
Laffy's like, you know what? Maybe let's just not. You save your spells. We're probably gonna be killing a lot of people. So
Fine. Alright. Well, here we go. Mist holds the rod with her weird tentacle hand that has the spell on it.
Okay.
And she's gonna try to dispel the thing.
Do me an Arcana check with advantage.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, that is wrong.
Hey, one's
Okay.
a natural 20.
nice.
Ow, 1 sec. Ow, ow. Okay. Yeah, you hold your hand up to the door about an inch or two away from it, and the rest of you guys hear the quiet hum of a spell, kind of push out from Mist's hand. It sounds like it's got like this weird Doppler effect to it, where it starts off as like, and it hits the door and spreads out like a gong is being struck. And the wand alights this brief white flash, and you're pretty sure the spell on the door is gone.
Yeah, Mist probably can't see anything anymore, right?
Right.
Alright, so she's like, alright, it should be gone.
Okay.
Laffy looks at Ren. Well, Ren can't see Laffy looking at her.
Ren
But-
can feel it. It's
yeah,
okay.
and she's like, okay, so you are the sneaky door person. Open the door. Open the fucking door, Ren.
Ren exhales like she's put upon, and is gonna attempt to open the door.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Oh, what do I have? I can't remember what sleight of hand is.
Okay. You lean in and put your hand on the doorknob, because there's a doorknob. And you turn it very carefully, making sure you don't trigger any traps if they exist. And the door clicks, and you push it open, and it's fairly heavy, actually, for a door. And this kind of weird, not too pleasant smell hits your nose as the door creaks open. And you look down into a hallway with a few doors, or you can only barely see. You do see like a bright light at the end of a hallway, and you can't tell what it is, and you just see like this really dim hallway in front of you.
Luffy whispers, and she's like, I believe that if we go to the left, that is where the chamber is. And Luffy's like, do we have the map?
Ren pulls out the map in
Okay.
the middle of the darkness.
Yeah.
Luffy's like, fuck.
I mean, you guys can lean in close enough to make out the map, and you do see that, generally speaking, you're gonna have to go down the hallway and to the right.
But
Yeah.
but that makes... Okay, fine.
This is just a map that they had. You don't know for sure.
Luffy goes into stealth
Yeah.
and is gonna get ready to sneak.
Yeah.
That's a 28 because of Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
All right. Ren's gonna sneak in behind Luffy.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's higher than that because plus 10, 34.
Okay. You guys sneak on in ahead of everybody else. What's everyone else doing to get in?
You guys have Pass Without a Trace at BTW.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miss-
this gives plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Bran will wait for Luffy and Ren to get a little ways ahead, and then he'll try to sneak in as...
Okay. Roll.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Okay,
all
yeah,
gonna
28.
have to win, so... yeah, Miss is gonna attempt.
Okay.
If she starts making noises, though, she's gonna cast invisibility on herself.
Okay, well, roll
She's
stealth.
not confident in her stealth. Where is the thing? God, I keep pulling up the wrong things. Here we go. Boop. Stealth. Where is it? All the way down here.
I mean,
Nope.
that's
Oh my goodness.
it's a 16,
But
so
hey,
that's
yeah,
fine.
16. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
All right. Ninia, are you sneaking too?
Yeah, she'll sneak behind Mist.
Okay.
So that's plus 10 to stealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
just roll your d20 plus whatever.
Hmm.
Alright.
Hey.
Damn, okay, 31.
Nice.
And all of
Oh,
you
no,
guys
not-
feel really
no, no.
quiet, but Mist, you're a little stumbly.
Yeah, she was expecting that.
And Robody.
Shit, fuck, damn it.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some headache medicine.
Okay. Well, as you guys step in... God damn it, come on. Where'd it go? There it is. New map.
It should be 21 max. I'm sorry, I just added the stealth on top
Okay.
of my...
Oh, that's loud. That's loud. Okay. Well, I'm gonna need all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh my god. Immediately.
Yeah.
What the fuck is my initiative?
Okay.
I feel like I have... How did I forget my initiative?
Oh my god, Ren is ready-ish.
Hey.
Ren's like, nuh-uh. Going into an evil temple.
Time to beat up some cultists. Oh no, Nenia!
So ready.
I'll wait for Bran to get back. Well, I can tentatively write the rest.
I'll be right back too.
Tiny breaks before murder.
Yep.
A good old time.
Yep. Ow, fuck.
Same.
No, I just hit my hand on something.
Oh no.
It's always hard doing these lighting things for me because my screen shows everybody's, like, all at once.
Yeah, fair.
So it's just really bright, and I'm like, to check everyone individually. Alright.
I like how ominous this music is.
Yeah.
Serious. I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Hey.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
I
back.
need you to roll initiative real quick.
God, what did I miss?
You just
Same.
missed
Nothing.
walking in.
Yeah.
Great.
Alright,
Oh,
you and
Brandon
Nenia
is
roll
as-
off.
Brandon is,
Oh.
is as ready for this as I am.
I need the two of you to roll again.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, we're good. Alright, so immediately upon entering, you guys all see it's very, very quiet. And I forgot to put the music as looping.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, right?
Well, you can't tell quite yet. Yeah, you all find yourself in a hallway, and you look behind you, and you see that the door was built into a bookshelf.
Huh.
And either side of you, you see some things hung up against the walls, and you see what looks like a door on the other side of you. It's still kind of like oppressively dark, so you cannot see as well as you feel like you should be able to. And down at the end of the hallway, yeah, you see some kind of bright light. Or you see two bright light sources. You see one is kind of this smaller focal point of light, and then you see what looks like some burning candles in the distance. And Ren, upon setting foot in here, you feel this sharp, like, feeling in your chest, like a very strong heartbeat, or like a rhythmia almost.
Oh man.
Ren,
you-
like, instinctively grabs her chest, is like, oh.
And you hear something. You don't know what you just heard, but it sounded like a voice calling out.
Mist looks at Ren like, you okay there, buddy?
Ren looks totally okay. If totally okay were someone grabbing their chest like it was either painful or surprising.
Yeah, Mist says with telepathy, it's like, Ren, are you alright?
And Ren replies, like, out loud in a whisper, yeah, I'm fine. And she straightens up and sort of brushes herself off. Resists the urge to backflip into the abyss.
Laffy, it's your turn.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna examine this guy.
Give me a perception
This-
check.
Yeah, alright. I can do that for you. 19.
You look down and you squint, and it for a moment it's hard to make out what it is because it is this bright light up against pitch black. And you see that it's like a vaguely humanoid shape that's kind of, it looks like it's moving a little bit.
Laffy says, very quietly, one of the light sources is probably sentient.
Miss says with telepathy, good to know.
Ren makes a non-committal noise.
And with that, Ren, it's your turn.
Okay. Ren's gonna she's gonna sneak. She's gonna fucking sneak up.
Okay.
What is this thing
It's
she's
a
up
door.
against here?
You see it's
wait.
a door.
I also have movement. I forgot.
Yeah, you can make your movement.
Can I move too?
Yeah, sure. Both of you can move as you will.
Alright, that's where she's gonna like hug against the wall here.
Okay.
Or the door.
You guys
she's gonna-
both hug up against it then.
Yeah. Alright. And she's gonna like, is there anything, sound like there's anything coming from inside?
No, it's really, really quiet actually.
Okay.
In fact, everything here's very quiet, save for what you heard initially. Okay, this is...
Not unsettling at all.
Mist, it's your turn.
Ren's gonna-
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry,
What?
was your
No,
turn not
go
over,
ahead.
Ren?
No, it's fine. She can't
Sure.
do much else. So.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Mist.
Alright, she still has Eldritch Sight up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can she see any weird stuff going on in here? Like, are there any specific areas that seem more magical than others?
Nah.
Okay. Not even that light thingy?
I mean, that seems magic, but
Okay.
the whole place feels very magical.
Shit. Alright. She's gonna move up a little bit. Oh god, that's Vathan. Vathan, please.
Vathan wants to move too.
You wants to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to be really careful, but she's also trying to get up to where the door is, where the others are. And she stays a bit further back. Like, she stays until she can see them. And she says with telepathy, like, are we going to try and go through the door? Where'd Vathan go? Shit.
Where
No,
did
I see.
Vathan go? Oh, hold on.
I pulled him off the thing by
Oh,
accident.
yes. He disappeared into the abyss. He backflipped into the abyss instead of Ren.
Yep. There he go. But yeah, Mist is like, are we going to go through the door?
Ren makes a non-committal shrug.
What?
Mist looks at Laffy.
I don't know what door you're talking about out of character.
Oh, wasn't there a door, like, right by where Ren is?
There's two.
Oh.
One in front
Well,
of
shit.
Ren, one right across the hall from you.
Okay. Alright. So wait, is that a door?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's one near Ren, and... Alright, Mist is like, so we're going to go into one of these doors.
I don't know. Why don't you have a listen by one of the doors and tell us what you hear with your long elf ears?
Mist is a little hesitant to, just cross the hallway. So she backs up a little before she does that, and she tries to listen to the door, see what she can.
Perception.
All right, here we go. 19.
A whole lot of nothing.
All right, yeah, Miss is like, I don't hear anything.
Well, great.
Is that your turn, Mist?
Yeah, I mean, she's not gonna, like, I guess, could she see if there are any traps on this door? Like, she's
Nope.
not gonna do anything
Perception
else.
was your action.
Alright. Yeah, that's... Can she move back?
Yeah.
I don't know how
You
much
use the rest of your
movement.
movement. You
Alright.
used 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 more.
Alright, she just goes back to where she was.
Okay.
Somewhat behind the thing, so
Okay.
she's less visible. But yeah.
Alright.
That's
it. This thing goes 1,
Oh boy, it's moving!
3, 4.
Fluffy makes a small noise of discontent.
Yeah. Oh! There's another thing.
Nenia.
Oh god.
Nay, I can't see shit.
You still
no.
have dark vision on.
Alright.
Is it on for you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to
maybe?
see very dimly.
Okay. Yes, so, she is just gonna be trying to keep up with everybody for now, but she's, trying to be quiet and straining to listen for anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do a perception check while you move then.
Alright. $19. Or no, that's... Whoops, I did not mean to do that.
That's fine. The
Okay.
19 we can take.
Oops.
Yeah, all that you really hear, actually, you all kind of heard this, but Nenia, you're the first to hear it. When the thing moved, you heard the quiet crackle of flames.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just eerily silent.
Alright.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, she'll squint at it, but she's just hanging with the guys for now.
Okay. Bran.
Yeah, Bran's gonna sneaky his way down the hallway towards the other.
Okay. And Bran,
Yes,
as you move, you feel like especially uncomfortable in here. It feels like something is kind of watching you almost.
Yeah, Bran's just like, he does not like this place. So you said there were, how many doors were there? There were 2?
One on either side of the hallway right now.
Okay, which is the one that, like, missed?
Right
Went
next
through.
to you. She didn't go through it, she just listened, but it's like
Yeah.
right next to you.
Where exactly is, like, the other door?
Next to
I think it's
Ren.
right here.
Yeah, next to Ren.
Okay. Bran's just gonna sneak up next to Red. And he's gonna... Bran's also like, sup, I hate this place.
Ren gives him a nod.
Bran's gonna kind of press his ear against the door and see if he hears anything.
In perception.
Okay.
Whole lot of nothing.
Everything is unsettlingly quiet.
Yeah, Bran doesn't like how quiet this place is.
Yeah.
Nowhere that's completely quiet is ever a good thing.
Pretty much.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be his turn. Right.
Saint is gonna toddle on up behind you, Nenia.
Hey.
Laffy, back around to you.
Great. A+. I love it. I love the situation that you've put us in. Oh, Laffy looks at the guys, the gang, the pals, and she's like, I think we are going to have to be fighting. I'm going to try to be sneaky. I do not think it will work.
Yeah, Mist is like, with telepathy, I think that might be a fire elemental.
And then Luffy keeps going. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, you turn the corner and you see a candelabra.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, you see it. You see this light next to you.
No, that was me being
Oh,
sarcastic.
no one else can see it.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I mean,
Lighting is unique per person.
Luffy says into her communicator, I found a candelabra.
There's
it's not this, is it?
No.
No.
Okay,
like
good.
a long pause, and then Bran replies, "Congratulations."
Thanks.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, because I used my part of my dash action, so I can't.
Okay. Then Ren, it's your turn.
All of us trying to sneak
right.
around these things.
Gonna go. What? 2? Hey, look, a candelabra.
Yeah, now you can see it. See, lighting is unique per person.
Let me know if I need to roll a sneak as she's sneaking across.
No, your sneak is still active.
5.
I don't even know why I'm rolling. You're gonna beat it.
6.
Yeah, you see another door.
This is the other door, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. She's gonna try to sneak into it.
Okay.
Just like
Um,
while the elemental's back is turned. If
Okay.
it has a back.
Roll a sleight of hand for me.
Hang on. Sleight of hand, it's on the phone.
Okay. Let me ask you, are you going to slip through the door and kind of close it behind you or leave it open?
Yeah, no, she doesn't want the elemental to see her, so yeah, she closes it behind her.
Okay. You push through the door.
Oh dear.
Oh
And you shut it behind you, and you see another dim shape in front of you, and you hear a in the hallway.
Oh.
Alright, and Ren says into her communicator, safe to say there's more than just fire elementals here.
And then you also hear, like, the sound of, like, dripping, but then, like, hissing. Like,
Huh.
not quite like breathing, but like something is dripping and then burning.
Burning, yeah. Alright, that's Ren's turn. That's all her move.
Okay. Missed.
Oh my god. This is like, I sneak so bad. Okay. He's gonna move somewhat? No, wait. She didn't move that way. She's staying there. This thing right here, can she figure out what that is?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Here we go.
Lots of perceiving.
Yup. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I keep looking at my one character sheet that I can't roll off of. I'm like, wait.
You look over at it, and you recognize it as a will-o-wisp.
Alright, those things fucked Mist up in another dimension.
They fucked everybody up in another dimension.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Mist is like... She says telepathically, the thing across from you, Luffy, is a will-o-wisp, so be careful.
Great.
Let me see, actually. You know, I don't think she can... Hold on. Gotta look through 8 million spells for a second. See if she's gonna do anything. Alright, nope. Not. Yeah, no, she's actually gonna... stay there
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
Yep. She's not gonna try to sneak by them.
Okay. Well,
Doesn't feel comfortable
is that your
doing
turn then?
Wait. I have a question. If she were to cast something, would that
would break her stealth, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, she just sort of hides, and that's it for now.
Okay. Well, the elemental comes real close to you, Laffy,
No.
but doesn't seem to notice you. You're pretty sure you're no longer like hiding because light is cast upon you, but it's just not looking at you. But this close, you see it's a vaguely man-shaped fire, like ball of fire, and in its center, like in the middle of its chest where someone's heart may be, is this glowing red gemstone.
Luffy looks at it and she just thinks, hot.
Okay.
You really expect anything less?
Ren, you
More?
hear this quiet stomping noise that's kind of accompanied by a like a weird sucking noise.
It's a lava elemental, isn't it?
Yeah. And then you hear the windy noise move closer to you, and you can see it.
Oh, okay.
The door that Ren went in, we had to go down a hall and to the right, right?
Uh-huh.
It's right here.
Okay, so that's the door. Alright. That's what I was thinking.
This thing.
But that would be going down a hall and to the left.
Right, that's what I meant. Sorry. I'm looking at it from a top-down perspective.
Yeah, okay,
so technically
fair.
it's to the right, but it would be to the left of your character's orientations.
Yeah.
My mistake. Okay, Nenya.
Oh boy. Nenya is just gonna be keeping, like, she gives Saint a little head pat, and she's just gonna be keeping close to Mist in stealth and just.
They both know.
No.
I want you guys to know my favorite thing is you guys giving Saint pets, like, even in combat scenarios. Yeah, right. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy.
Nothing's more important than reminding Saint that he's a good boy.
It's true.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just move forward?
Uh-huh.
Alright, Bran, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Right?
Well, Bran looks at this hallway, down the hallway, and he sees the elemental and the fucking wisp, like, right next to it. He's just like, well, I don't really have anywhere to go right now.
Yeah.
Be like Red. Just duck into a hallway.
Bran doesn't have, like, a plus 27 to stealth.
Yeah.
24, actually.
Jesus.
Oh, excuse you.
My bad.
Um,
Won't happen again.
Alright, is that your turn then?
Yeah, Bran's just gonna kind of stay, like, crouched down and, like, stealthy and try not to be seen.
Alright, Saint doesn't move. Laffy, it's your turn.
Alright.
All these
Steal the
nerds
core.
back there are just like, man, we're fucked.
Steal the core from the fire elemental's heart. Just snatch it out of it.
Luffy's gonna try to open this door quietly.
Sleight of hand.
Okay. Wait. Fuck.
Oh no!
No!
You put your hand on the door, and you open it. And it opens. With too loud.
No.
And you're left out in the open. And the elemental turns with this quiet and turns to
he
look
sees
straight
me.
at you.
Alright, here's... Oh, we're in combat, right?
Oh yeah. I think it's about to be
So-
doubly so.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to have her throw up silence around her.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what she's doing right now.
Okay. Silence is up.
Luffy says into her communicator, I may have fucked shit up,
We
but she can't
you.
hear anything back.
Wait, you cast silence on yourself?
Around myself, yeah.
Yeah, she
It's
can
very
speak. It just can't be
Yes.
heard. But
Yeah,
So
so
wait,
Yeah,
no one's
so-
hear
no-
her?
yeah, no one can
You're
hear
the
her.
communicator?
I was gonna say no one should be able to hear her.
Yeah, no one can
right.
hear her.
Well, no one can hear her, but
So the
And no one can
communicator
hear
turns
you.
on, and then it's just like nothing, and they're like,
yeah, it's like getting butt
So
dialed.
the rest of the group have no clue that she's been spotted.
well, I mean,
one
they
second.
can see the elemental. I mean, at least you can see it.
Oh, robot.
By the way, Ren, you also can't hear anything.
Oh no!
Oh.
Silence is
okay.
a 20-foot radius.
Oh,
Jesus.
Luffy's right there.
Yep.
Okay. Well, she heard the door creak open, so she turned around and was like looking at Luffy, and then she mouths, "What did you do?" But it comes out silent. And she's like, "Oh."
Okay. Is that your turn, Luffy?
Yes.
Alright, Ren, it's your turn.
All right. Okay. Ren's not really keen on. If Luffy did something to get alerted, well, she's not really keen on the rest of the elementals down this hallway finding out. So she opens the door and steps out beside Luffy to see what's going on over here.
Okay, yeah.
Luffy gives Ren a long-suffering, apologetic look.
Ren
And
looks
the
down at
elemental spots you immediately, Ren.
and then looks over at the fire elemental. And she draws her weapons.
Okay.
And she's pretty
Yeah.
sure this is gonna be. She's not really sure how she's supposed to attack fire with weapons, but damn if she isn't gonna try. So
Funnily
rest
enough,
of her move is gonna go 2, 3, 4, and she's gonna attempt to attack the
okay.
fire elemental.
Attack
that
the
is
fire,
staring
which is
at her.
ironically pretty easy. Kind of like hitting anything else, weirdly
Aim
enough.
at the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. She's first attack is with the sword.
It's a hit.
Attack with the dagger.
That's a hit.
Cool. That's how much
Um,
damage she does, because she's not sneak attacking because nothing else is
Okay,
melee.
so 18 points of damage, and you take 5 points of fire damage.
Fire damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
Oh.
fair.
Yeah, you stab into it, and
Ren looks a
um,
little singed.
yeah, your blades connect with something. It's not like pure see-through fire.
Mhm.
Specifically, when you jab it, there's like a shape to it, and it grunts and visibly takes the blows.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on. Alright, Mist, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
The three of you Scooby-Doo ass motherfuckers up there are still in stealth.
Right. I hate this.
Jeez.
Yeah. You're doing that thing where you're like piled on top of each other next to a door.
Jesus. Alright. Did it seem like the wisp moved? I'm guessing it noticed everybody too.
You
However
can't
they-
tell. It's a wisp.
Yeah,
you cannot
fair.
tell when it notices people or not.
It's just hanging out. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Oh boy, what the fuck do I want to do? There are a lot of options here. Okay, well, shit. I closed the map. So many things open. How far can she move? That's not. Doo-doo. She can't go through that. Okay.
I was really wondering what I'd do if you guys remained stealthy this whole time.
I
Someone
mean,
had to
do we ever really remain stealthy for long?
Eh, you were doing an alright job
Depends on
there.
who. Depends on who.
I mean, Ren never fucks up, but
Yeah,
Okay,
Ren never
no,
fucks
let's
up.
Remember that
No.
one time?
Never fucks
No.
up.
No, you did fuck up that one time
right.
way in
that
the
one
beginning.
time. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. She did. She fucked up.
Yeah, there's a
bad.
whole encounter that I had to build because of one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Moving
All right.
along.
Okay. So Miss is just like fuck it. She's gonna be stealthy. I think Vathan flew through the. Oh no. I was gonna say, did he go through the abyss again?
hold on. Hold on. Let me make it so he can't fucking do that. Give me a second.
Vathan just ghosting around. It's fine.
There. Can you see from his point of view?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Or wait, no, that gives you too much light then.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of light. Everything just lit up like crazy.
There we go.
Okay.
If I give
Yeah,
him light,
Miss-
he can't phase through the fucking walls anymore.
Alright. So Mist is she's gonna stealth down here to not give away the others. I don't know how far she's gonna get before they notice her because, listen, her stealth isn't that great, but
Yeah, you
She-
rolled
she's gonna
high
come-
enough.
she comes down here
Mhm.
and she gets by Ren.
Uh-huh.
You're now in the quiet.
Yeah, you cannot use
Oh,
any spells with the
shit.
verbal components.
Hold on, let's see if this thing has them. She did not notice that. Boy.
I feel like that'd be the most upsetting thing in the world for Mist.
Yeah?
Not being able to
Not
speak.
gonna like
Yeah.
it.
Being unable to speak and being unable to cast a spell because of it.
Yeah.
You guys can stand outside of the quiet zone.
No.
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 Everyone gets in the quiet hole.
Wait, how far is? Would she have been able to see that with her Elder Sight or no? Because if she couldn't, then she would have come down here.
Yeah.
And then be
No, she
fucked.
could. It was a spell.
Okay.
And
Okay,
it
she
is a
can see
concentration spell, so you can just end it whenever you want on your turn, by the way, Laffy.
Yeah, I know.
Where?
Okay, just wanna make sure.
Where is the edge?
It's
Here.
20 feet around her, so yeah, right there.
Okay. Yeah, Mist gets like right up to the edge before she casts the thing. 'Cause she doesn't want.
Miss
I'm gonna
presses
notice
her
the
face up
others.
against the invisible sound
Yeah, it's
barrier.
just like this fucking thing, man. She doesn't like it.
She doesn't want to attract the attention of the other shit.
But she's gonna cast Armor of Agathis at like fucking 8th level.
Jesus!
Yep.
Okay then.
Yep. And
What does that do at that level?
a lot. And then she just comes down here and hangs out next to Ren.
Hold on, how many hit? Hold on, I need to add this up. You've got like what? Like
40.
30? Yeah, 40 extra temp hit points
and it does 40 damage every time something hits her.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
wow.
Yep. So she's just
Granted,
like, hey, I'm a target.
that's an 8th level spell slot, so you know
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this like inky
Yeah.
black energy turns into like this armor around you, and then it vanishes.
Yeah,
Just
and
invisible.
when she comes down here, she makes a lot of gestures. Like, she's trying to get these things' attention. She's
Okay.
just like, hey, buddy, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I just imagine Miss doing a jig.
she makes obscene gestures. with
Well,
the
it's gonna
tentacle arm
swing
at
at you.
them. Perfect.
It is gonna swing at you twice. Ren,
Right.
initially it looked at you, and then Miss comes by, like, basically prancing. And it's not very smart. In fact, it's about as smart as your typical animal, so the thing that's moving catches its attention first. And it's gonna swing
Ren
at
is-
you.
Ren is watching Mist prance, like with that look on her face, like,
What are you doing?
yeah.
That's a miss.
Shit. The times when Mist wants to be attacked.
15.
That is the armor class.
So that misses.
Really? Thought that would hit.
Or
Okay.
yeah, no.
If you hit the armor class, you hit the.
Yeah. That's a hit then. Okay, you take...
Oh no, wait, I think is her armor class 16 now? Fuck.
Figure it out
I
quick.
I
Figure it
know,
out
right?
quick.
It was the new robes, man! I don't, like, one says 15, the other says 16. I'm guessing the higher one's 1, but...
I believe the robes have a +1 to them.
15 plus dexterity modifier, so it would be 16.
Okay, then it misses.
Shit! Miss, like, the thing misses her, and she's just looking at, like, really? You fucking idiot? Like...
There's the wet, burning, sucking sound that, Laffy, you can now hear coming from the hallway. And the sound of, like, wind whipping. And the door is now, like, kind of cracked open. And you feel like this gust of wind push it forward. And... This is going to make 2 attacks against you. You feel this, like, strong gust of wind seep out through the crack of the door. And a wind elemental or an air elemental pushes through the door and is suddenly next to you. And it's gonna try and hit you twice.
So there was no reason to cast silence.
No.
No. Math. Wow. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then the second attack. I just threw my dice somewhere. There it is.
Oh no.
It just, like, fell and kept moving. And 26 to hit.
That also hits.
Alright, you take 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Thanks, I love it.
God damn it.
The air elemental lashes out twice. These fists that come out of seemingly nowhere slam into you. And it hurts. The will-o-wisp, on the other hand, has noticed you missed.
Oh boy.
And
Is it gonna kill her? Like...
Yeah, it's just gonna kill you.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Um,
More things change.
no,
the more
it's
they
gonna try
change
and shock you. And it misses. 9
Oh
to
my
hit.
god! It's like, she's just standing there with her arms crossed, and she's just like, are you fucking serious?
This little, like, spark of lightning shoots out of it and just kind of arcs over your shoulder.
Mist glances over at Ren and has this look like, what the fuck? Like,
Nania, it's your turn.
While seeing as Mist went prancing and things aren't going down, she can only do movement for now, but she is definitely going to be coming closer with the intent of doing something next turn. Oh no. Ooh. Alright, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. She'll just hang out by the wall for there for now.
Okay.
Is she in the silence?
No.
Nope.
Hey.
When
Alright.
can I drop silence, by the way?
Your turn's coming up. Nenny, is that your turn?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Bran, your turn.
Alright, well, seeing like Ren stab the fire elemental and the will-o-wisp shoot at Mist, Bran's like, well, sneaking time's done. So he gets up and his rapier and shield's drawn. He charges in and takes some thrusts at the fire elemental.
All right.
Fuck.
I'm endlessly pleased at things missing Mist of all people.
Right? Every time she uses the spell, nothing hits. It's
They both hit.
It's like immunity.
At least she's not getting hurt.
Right? But she wants to get her.
No.
What is that?
Oh wait.
30 points of damage?
That also puts
Nice.
her ward up, I think.
Is Brad inside the
Yeah, it
silence?
does.
No.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
I thought he was.
Or yeah, now he is.
Yeah, Bran
Well-
Bran looks at Ren and he says something, but you have no idea what he's saying, so it doesn't really matter.
Ren's got a perception to read his lips.
You can't. Yeah,
No, fuck off.
it's just
Beautiful.
vaguely something about someone pissing off the fucking angry living candlestick here.
He can read
Nods.
his lips.
Ren nods as though she understands.
She
Clearly
doesn't.
does not understand.
Alright, Laffy, it's your turn.
Alright, silence drops. Here's what she
Alright.
does. She goes
Suddenly
up
there's
here.
this rush of noise.
She goes up here. She can cast Hunter's Mark on the Will-O-Wisp.
First thing first, Air Elemental's gonna take a swing.
Yeah, it is.
And miss.
Cool. She can cast Hunter's Mark on the Will-O-Wisp. Then, alright, so there's many things that are about to happen.
My God.
If I do Whirlwind, does that mean I cannot multi-attack?
You what?
If I do Whirlwind attack, can I still multi-attack one target?
You should be able to, yeah.
Alright, I have a lot of things to roll then, but first I'm gonna roll 2 hits.
Let me double check. I don't think you can use it. Oh, hold on, there we go.
Oh no, I just mean one target, not both targets.
Sorry, hold on. I'm reading this real quick. Okay, yeah, whirlwind attack. You cannot use that twice. But like
Yeah.
you could. Okay, yeah, you could whirlwind attack and then normal attack.
So I can whirlwind attack and then attack another
Actually, no,
target again?
never mind. I'm sorry. Whirlwind attack. You can only whirlwind attack. You cannot do another attack after that.
Okay, well then I'm gonna whirlwind. And also I cast Hunter's Mark on the Will-O-Wisp.
Okay.
So
That's a
the
15.
elemental,
Okay.
and this is for the wisp.
They both hit.
Okay. Jesus Christ. What am I doing? I have so many things open. I didn't even roll the right thing.
What?
Oh, oh, nice.
Damn.
And
Okay.
then I have to do my Hunter's Mark damage, so that's 1d6 on the Wisp. And then I have to do Colossus Slayer on the King thing,
Yeah, that
the
resolves
fire
after.
guy.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, fuck, wrong button. Eh. Okay. As your whip hits the will-o-wisp, you kind of like slash away a good chunk of it before it only slightly reforms. It's kind of flickering in and out of existence right now.
Okay.
But Ren, it's your turn.
Ren's gonna keep stabbing.
Okay. Well, now she gets
That's what
sneak
Ren
attack.
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Ren does best.
That's
Stabbing.
half of why she went next to Ren.
Alright.
Hit. Hit. Add in that sneak. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Um. Okay, so yeah, you hit out with both of your weapons. The sword slashes through the center of the elemental, and it drops down like a foot. Like you slash out like a foot of its torso. And it drops down, and then you jam the dagger in, kind of ignoring the flames that hit you. And Laffy, by the way, take 5 points of damage, and Bran, you take 5 points of damage as well for hitting it. I forgot. And Ren, when the dagger hits it, it lets out this quiet, silent roar, and the gem inside of it flickers once, twice, and then the fire goes out, and the gem hits the floor with a quiet thud.
Ren picks up the gem.
Okay. It's warm to the touch, but not hot. It's kind of like
Okay.
pleasant.
She pockets it.
Okay. Mist, it's your turn.
Miss just looks mildly annoyed. But also kind of amused. So yeah, she's just gonna. Okay. Actually, yeah, no, she's moving. The wisp gonna attack her if she moves?
Yep.
Good. Yeah, she's
Hey,
like,
that hits!
Hey, it takes 40 cold damage.
Well, it dies, but it hits you first.
Yep.
Wow, that hits really hard.
Uh-oh.
Will-o-wisp.
She's gonna die. It's fine. That's her fate with Willow.
Okay, you take 7 points of lightning damage, and then
Oh, nice.
your colds it freezes, like the air around it congeals. There's icicles that form, and then it just kind of.
Yeah, it looks like it didn't actually hit Mist. It looks like it hit something around Mist. But she just keeps walking. Like, she's just like, yeah, okay.
Alright, motherfucker, what's up?
Yeah, and she's gonna walk, like, right over here.
Okay.
Next to this fucking air elemental.
Okay, and you see like a purplish gem sitting inside of the whirlwind that is its body.
Yeah, she's looking at it, but she's actually gonna kind of ignore the air elemental. Like, it looks to everybody else like she's just being really stupid right now. But, you can see this thing, right?
Yeah.
What does that look
You
like?
can make a perception check.
Oh, would that be your turn, though? Or would
Actually
that
no,
be your
this close
action?
you can tell that it's a lava elemental.
Oh, boy.
Um,
Okay.
And in its chest, you can see like a white kind of gem throbbing as little rivulets of lava fall off of what's probably its arms and burn little holes in the wood beneath it.
That's pretty sick. Okay, let me check the radius of the thing. 20. Alright, cool. Does it look... Can she see anything, like, in that room that looks like, you know, maybe you shouldn't fuck it up?
Ahead of her?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Alright. Yeah, she's gonna Eldritch Blast at the lava elemental.
Okay.
And she's gonna attempt to hit it with that, like, I don't know, how many times is it? 3?
Alright, pew pew.
Yeah, here we go. What do I gotta roll?
I don't know, you tell me.
Right, I'm looking it up. Okay. 1d20. These are to hit.
That's a miss.
11.
That's
21.
a hit.
24.
That's a hit.
Alright, so 2 of those hit. One of them is going to explode into a fireball that's actually cold damage. She changes it so it's like an ice fireball. I don't know how this works.
Icer ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that... Okay, now I guess I gotta do all this damage. Let's see. Bring up Eldritch Blast. Does 1d10. So 2d10 first. There's that, and then there's the fireball, which isn't really fire. God, what is it?
It's a frosty ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Miss just shoots a fucking snowball at people.
It's just a snowball.
Where's the damage? The fuck? I didn't write it in this thing.
Spellbot.
Oh, 8d6, okay. I was trying to... I had a description in front of me, and I'm just like, where's the damage?
It has to make a dex saving throw, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It fails, that's right. It has a -3 to dex. It doesn't matter.
Oh my god! Okay.
It's made out of lava. It's not dodging shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. So that much damage.
Okay. The blast of Eldritch Energy.
Wouldn't the air elemental get hit with that too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey! She's not as stupid as it appears.
Okay. Well, the blast of cold energy shoots out, and the lava elemental, the ice kind of covers it, and it looks like it's slowing down. And then the air elemental gets hit. God damn it, I hate this thing sometimes. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust hit points. Okay. Well, incoming mist. The lava elementals gonna 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, it can only get this far. Or no, it can get all the way. That's right. Okay. It's gonna take some swingy swings at you.
Oh boy.
Actually, no. It's gonna take 2 slam attacks.
Wonderful.
24 to hit.
Yep.
And 23 to hit.
Yep. Definitely hit.
Right, you take 38 points, or you take 20 points of bludgeoning and 18 points of fire.
Alright, it takes 40 points of cold.
Okay. It doesn't seem to like that much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't like any of that. It's the air elemental's turn, which is also going to swing at you with 2 slam attacks.
Alright.
That's 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And 25 to hit.
Yep, that also hits.
You take another 28 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, well it also takes...
Your
40
armor's
points of
gone,
cold.
isn't it?
No, well, I mean, it was, but I had, like... Because it was an abjuration spell, she also had a ward up. So
How
part
many
of the
hit points
damage
did
got...
it have?
It only had 8, but it was enough so that, both of them got hit by the
Yeah, no,
the
that's
40.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually very cool.
Yeah. Oh my
Hey.
god.
All right, Nenia, it's your turn.
Oh boy, okay. She's inwardly fussing over injuries. It's fussing time for injuries, but gets all distracted by the hubbub down there at the doorway and missed being crazy pants with her magic.
Crazy pants.
Crazy pants. Let's see. I forgot spells, crap. She is going to do a distance spell.
Oh wait. I think those things attack twice?
Yeah, I don't think they take the damage twice.
I think it says
No,
If
it doesn't say anything about that. That would be
whenever
busted.
it hits you. Yeah, well. Okay.
I think things like that can only trigger once per hit anyway.
Okay.
Or else you could be like, hit me motherfuckers to basically anything.
Yeah, well.
You
Until
could like
it runs
you
out.
could tear a boss open like that.
Colin. Crazy.
Yeah.
Nenia is going to cast a Cure Wounds at a distance. I'm gonna take a sorcerer spell for that. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds at, let's see. Oh my god. 3rd level for Mist right now.
Okay.
Hey. Sick.
Yeah. Alright, let me remember how to do that. I'm sorry.
It doesn't look like Mist is as hurt as she probably should be, by the way.
Fussy. There's a lava elemental air
Fair.
crap. Okay, so we'll do there and oh god. No. Okay, I'm sorry. That was exciting. Okay.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Woo!
Mist
Okay.
gives Nenia an appreciative look.
She just nods.
By the way, reasoning for the Armor of Agathis thing, I am saying it can only trigger off of one attack because you could do 120 damage to like a dragon
Yeah.
without having to touch it.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
You would have to
insane.
survive all of
Yeah,
the
that's
Yeah,
true.
no, if its triple attack only did like 1 to like 5, if it only did a small amount of damage per hit, which it can do, you would tear off a lot of hit points off of anything. To an absurd degree, I think.
Yeah, only if you cast it at a really high level, though.
Yeah, but doing 100, like, again, like
Yeah,
doing 120
that's
points of
fair.
damage, because those things have triple attacks,
Yeah,
is kind of nuts.
a little bit.
I don't think anything can really do that much damage in one turn unless it's like a bunch of luckies. But I'm gonna look it up after this, so we'll see. But
Yeah,
for
I'm
now,
curious too.
okay, so Brand, it's your turn.
Okay. Let me just look at my spells real fast. Yeah, alright. Bran is gonna... he's gonna start to make his way down here. And he's going to cast... He's gonna use his bonus action first to cast Banishing Smite onto his
Oh,
rapier. And then he's going to take some swings at the lava elemental. And roll terribly on both of them.
Oh no.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of that hits.
It's fine. At least they
Anyway,
don't lose Banishing Smite.
Luffy, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, if I go behind Bran, can I still hit this with my whip since it's like technically ranged?
Yeah, it's reach.
Okay, cool.
Just whip over Bran's head. It's fine.
Yeah, she's gonna whip over
Yeah,
Bran's
Or
head.
between his
him.
legs. It's more fun.
Also, she's gonna move her hunter's mark to the lava thing, because...
Okay. Is she trying to hit the lava thing? Sorry.
Yeah, she's trying to hit the lava.
The second one hits. The first one misses.
Okay.
Okay. 12 points of damage. It does not... Again, it doesn't seem to like that. But it looks like you're only tearing off, like, chunks of the kind of rocky obsidian shell around it. And exposing more of the gross lava bits underneath.
The gooey inside.
Yep. Alright. Ren, it's your turn.
Okay. Ren's gonna move here, and then she's gonna attack the melee the lava elemental.
Okay. You guys are ganging up on this poor thing.
I mean,
Listen.
it
Yeah.
started it.
Yeah, it did.
One more time. No.
Yep. Hit. Nice. Okay. Yeah,
Hey.
once more, it really doesn't seem to like this, actually, and the sword of sharpness carves off a good chunk of the remaining shell around it, and the dagger, you reach in, and you dip your hand, like, into the lava, and it burns, but not enough to do, like, any real lasting damage with how quick you do it. And the elemental flickers and then just turns into a puddle of lava on the floor that quickly eats its way through the wood and leaves
Oh,
a
boy.
white glowing gem.
Ren pockets the gem.
Okay.
Mist is like, I want one of these.
I'm
Um,
assuming they're going to be used for something later. That's why I'm collecting them all. If not, you can have one.
Mist, it's now your turn.
Yeah. All right. She's next to this thing, and she doesn't like it. So she's gonna try to Eldritch Blast it like 3 times, but also try to get it away from her. So
I want you guys to know I
Let's-
almost fell over just now.
I heard you doing
Yeah,
something.
like just by standing.
Did you stand up too fast?
No, I just stood up. That's
no,
all I...
he's just talented.
Yeah.
oh,
Anyway, what are you doing, Mist? Sorry.
Eldritch Blast 3 times.
Okay.
1,
Hit.
2,
Hit.
3.
Hit.
All right, she's pushing it away from her. She doesn't want it smacking her anymore. So
Through the door?
yeah.
Okay. How
So
many
she
feet?
can see papers and books and stuff. Let me see. How many feet per time does she get?
I want to say it's like 10.
Yeah, I think it is.
So 30 feet.
Yep, she's pushing it away. 30
Uh,
feet out through the door.
Alright.
And she's
Whoosh.
gonna use fireball on that thing.
Sorry, hold on. I need to-
Yeah, make sure it's... Yeah, no, it doesn't hit anybody. Good.
Okay, yeah. Boom, boom.
Alright, so now I gotta roll all this damage. Oof. Let's see. That's 3... D10? D6? I think it's... The fuck is Eldritch Blast? I have it open. God.
You're
Okay.
leaning on your warlock stuff.
Listen.
I'm not complaining.
And... 8... 6...
Okay.
She's also... it's... Wait. Would that work?
What?
Necrotic damage work on it?
Yeah, or it's not immune to it.
Alright. Yeah, she's made that weird fireball is like a weird explosion of dark energy. It's gonna be
Okay.
necrotic.
Well, as you
So
do
I
that,
think-
like, the dark energy consumes the elemental, and you hear the quiet of the purple gemstone inside of it hitting the ground.
Take it, Miss. Take
Yeah,
it right
Miss.
there.
Yeah, she's like, I'm getting that one. Are they still in combat? Can she move?
I'm not telling you if you're out of combat or not.
Oh, okay. Well,
You've not fully explored anything.
Luffy is looking kind of rough, and she looks back at Nenia, but she's not gonna ask Nenia for help.
Oh my god, let's see.
Yeah, it's Nenia's turn.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, well, she's, yeah,
She
she'll...
goes over here and picks up the thing.
Okay.
Nice. Alright, she catches Luffy's gaze, and, she's gonna look back and gesture for State to follow, but she's going to mosey on up to Luffy. And, how bad's it looking?
Luffy, like, holds out her arms, which are, like, there's bruises on one and there's burns on the other, and she's like,
Oh, gracious.
pretty bad.
Okay,
She got her shit pushed in.
That wind elemental wrecked her.
Yeah. They hit
oh,
hard, man.
goodness. Okay, she is going to do... She's going to clasp her hands, kind of goes to a touch over those bruises on Luffy's arm, and she's going to do a prayer of healing at 2nd level, and that's going to get everybody else in range for heals as well, since everybody was literally playing with fire a little bit ago too. So, alright, I'll roll that. $14.
Alright.
Luffy's like, oh, thanks.
Of course.
Bran.
Alright, so there's nothing else left still murdering us?
Correct. That
Alright.
you can see right now.
Rand's gonna go check out the rest of this room. Is there anything, like, on the table?
You can make a perception check.
I will do.
You see books that are open, like someone had been in here somewhat recently, actually. And you can't really... It's too dark for you to see, like, what the pages say, but they are open and there's, like, scribbles in the margins. Is that your turn?
The perception thing was an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my turn then.
Alright, now combat ends.
Hey.
Um,
Whoops.
right, with combat over, you guys are free to look around. And Ren, you feel that weird, like, heartbeat throb again.
Oh, good.
And it, like, fills your ears with this... And this time you hear another voice call out from down at the end of this hallway.
Where? You can ping it? Can you ping
Oh, yeah, it was over
Yeah.
it?
here.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
see it.
His
Sorry,
thing
my
is
ping
black.
is... Yeah.
Yeah.
You can change your color, you know.
Yeah, I need to. But yeah, you hear a voice, like, call out, and it sounds like something calling for help, actually.
Alright, Ren
Luffy's gonna
Ren's
drink
gonna-
a really old healing potion.
Ren kind of just
Nice.
kind of casually brushes past Bran, and then if she can brush past Bran, there's a wall there. And
Oh,
just kind of moseys, like she's
Yeah.
walking this way.
Miss looks at
Awesome.
Ren.
Ren
like,
knows better.
Her
yeah,
pace
Miss
is
is like, did
kind
you see something, Ren?
And
Something
she
over
doesn't-
there.
She doesn't exactly answer. She just her pace just kind of picks up.
Ren knows better than to let Ren run off on her own when she's doing one of
Yeah.
these things, so he goes after
Luffy
her.
feels that.
Mist hurries up and goes back over here because she could see from a distance that they were books. And she's just gonna grab a bunch of them.
Okay,
Just
you
like
just fucking
haphazardly.
some
If-
books.
If if there are any that look particularly interesting, like, I don't know, one of them's shiny, one of them's some nice colors, one of them looks like it might have a magic symbol on them, she's gonna grab those. And then,
Okay, yeah,
then she's gonna hurry up and run back to follow
Yeah,
her.
and
As Mist is coming up, Luffy's gonna look at her and be like, "You do know that if we take this place back, you'll probably be able to visit whenever you want, right?"
No, we never know. We don't know what's going to happen after this. We don't know if this place is going to blow up. We don't know anything, so I'm taking this with me.
and Ren, as you kind of keep going, you feel the like your heartbeat is picking up, like you're running, is kind of the best way I can describe it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like her pace picks up with it.
Okay. And
We're
like,
safe.
Door.
he's with Nenia, and yeah, you come upon a door that's like a big stone door, and Bran, you continue to feel like wildly uncomfortable. It what's the best way to describe this? It feels like you're waiting in the operating room, but you don't know what you're waiting on. You just know that you are waiting for something. And it's like, you know, if you've ever been in the operating room, it's kind of that weird anxiety. Like, something's happening, I don't know what.
Yeah. Yeah, Bran looks visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah,
the rest of you guys don't feel or hear anything.
Yeah, Mist is just like, we should be a little bit more careful.
Ren looks almost like slightly manic, but like her eyes are wide and like she's got her mouth open. What does the door look like?
It's rather tall. It reaches about 15 feet up, and it's kind of like curved at the top, and it's got some ornate stuff, and it is carved out of wood, but it looks like it's meant to be opened. There's like a big handle on it, but it's currently sealed.
Check it for traps.
Mist goes up to Ren and puts her hand on Ren's shoulder and is like, hold on, let's check this before we blow ourselves up.
Ren gives Mist a sharp look, but she doesn't say anything. She just sort of steps aside.
Mist looks at Ren kind of like she understands that sort of urgency, but at the same time, she's like, we gotta do this smart so we don't all fucking die.
I mean, Ren's clearly unconcerned with the part, but
the rest of them, man.
Yeah.
So, once Ren has stopped for the moment, Mist is also gonna see if she can, like, pick up any arcane traps or just general traps.
Arcana. And, Laffy, I want you to make an investigation check.
Okay.
Where is the thing I keep losing?
So, can Ren also make an investigation
check?
check?
By all means. Yeah,
okay.
I wasn't sure if Ren was too manic or not.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
33.
I think I just deleted Ren off the map.
Oh no!
You did. Well done.
She got so excited she vibrated out of existence.
She did. She finally backflipped into the
abyss. Through the door.
She Bethesda.
Yeah, she Bethesda.
Oh,
Fuck, what's the light? I don't remember what light I gave everybody, but whatever. There you go, you're back.
Hey.
Okay, Laffy, you're distracted. In fact, you're distracted because you feel like this weird niggling voice in the back of your head. It's not necessarily like a voice as much as it's like something's trying to grab your attention. Or your spidey sense is tingling, for lack of a better word.
Nice.
Ren, you are able to discern that there are no physical traps. Mist, you are able to discern there are no magical traps.
Alright, is there a way to open this door?
Yeah,
I mean, there's a big handle.
Ren pulls the handle.
Okay. The door, it takes like a tug, and then it slowly swings open.
Alright.
And then do you guys head on through?
I mean, Ren's like slipping.
Yeah, Luffy's
Like, as
going.
soon as there's room for her body, she's in.
Okay.
Yeah, Mist follows Ren closely.
Everyone follows me, or
Everybody follow.
gotta follow Ren.
So, immediately after passing through the hallway, you step into a open, empty room, or not empty room, a large room that immediately you feel fresh air. You can look up, and you do see that like the ceiling disappears above you, and you see a large stained glass window on the other end of the room. It's like 60 feet high and 30 feet wide, and at this distance you can't make out what it is. And you look away from that, and you guys look in front of you, and you see what look like pews, rows of pews. It's too dark to really make anything out in particular other than the vague shapes. But then a soft breeze catches your attention, and then you look up and you see stars shining through what looks to be rotten beams. Like the roof had caved in at some point and has rotted away.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Since Vathan had flown above the temple, was there any spot that he saw before
No.
that was open like this?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, Mist is like...
It's still very, very dark, by the way.
Yeah.
Ren's like, she's using her blind sense to the max and just plods on through the darkness.
Perception check to see if there's anyone in the room.
Okay.
She's moving quietly, but she's moving. Like, she's not.
11.
No, you can't really tell.
So that's her stealth, but she's like, yeah, she's progressing through the room.
Okay.
Mist is eldritch sighting this place.
Luffy's gonna stealth too because she wants to feel like she's part of that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
Luffy, you
rolling
try,
really-
and you trip over one of the pews, and suddenly there's this really
I didn't get a 1. I got a 2.
I'm not
and
done.
that's still a 20.
I'm not done. You trip over one of the pews, and immediately there's this kind of earthy smell. And there's something kind of wet against your foot, and you catch your footing before you can really fall over, and it's all very quiet, and you turn to look, and you smell the distinct scent of rotting wood.
Okay.
Mist says with telepathy, she's like, Vathan flew over this place, and there was nowhere that had an open ceiling.
Luffy says into her communicator, so what is rotted? So be careful where you step because you may just fall through.
Ren is like, she keeps going.
Yeah,
Going
Mist,
towards whatever's at the end of this room.
Okay.
does Mist see anything with her rich sight?
Nothing in particular.
Unless she senses something like within her blind sense.
There's like a distinct lack of magic here.
Weird.
And as you move forward, Ren, the room slowly like kind of resolves itself around you. You're able to see more in front of you. You know, you're moving through the room, obviously, so you can see stuff. And as you're moving forward, you see that there's like furniture, like church furniture, basically. More pews. You approach the stained glass window, which is where you feel the heartbeats kind of pulling you, and you see that there's a pulpit, and it too is rotted away. And you look back behind you, and you see your friends kind of milling about, and you look up and you see the symbol of the broken star is dominating the entire room. It's up above everything. The only reason you hadn't noticed it before is because you didn't really look. and you see that, like, the wooden star is kind of sagging, and it feels really kind of oppressive to everybody here. It feels like it's kind of hard to breathe, almost, like you're treading on ground that you're not welcome on. And Luffy, you catch up to Ren, and you stand there and look around you, and make a perception check.
Okay. 18.
Okay. That weird, like, niggling feeling on the nape of your neck drags your attention down to your feet, and you tap Ren on the arm, so you both turn to look. And you look down, and you see what looks like a spot of a ritual. Luffy, you recognize it as, from your time, as like a training wizard in training that specializes in necromancy. You just recognize that it is a ritual, a blood ritual in specific. The markings on the ground are carved in the sort of format that does suggest that blood magic was at play. And you guys see the melted remnants of candles, just kind of peeled away. And then there's this figure that's just dark robes sprawled out next to the site of the ritual.
Ren pauses for a second, and then she kneels down, and she kind of like hesitates, like her hands are shaking, and she's not sure what the fuck is going on, but she like throws the hood back, I guess.
Alright, it's just a young, well, not young, she looks young, an elven woman. Her eyes are closed, her face is stained over with blood, and she looks horrified, like she died seeing something she shouldn't.
How long does it look like she's been dead?
Make an investigation check. Or medicine check.
Okay.
Can Luffy also make a medicine check?
Yep.
Sure, Ren is fantastic at that.
Where's
Sure
Nenia,
is.
by the
Oh
way?
my god.
Where's...
She's keeping up, so like if she's close
Yeah.
enough, then she can.
Yeah,
Miss
Nenia,
is
you make one
headed
too.
over there too.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Uh,
I don't have proficiency, so that's -4.
Okay. Well, Nenia, you lean down seeing this dead body, and you run your hands over her, and you can tell that she's only a few hours dead.
Furrows a brow and she looks back at Ren, laughing at everybody else. It's only been a matter of hours since her death. They might still be here.
Was this the ritual that you saw, Laffy?
Probably.
You did say something about stained glass window.
And you see in front of you like 3 indentations in the ground, around the site of the ritual.
Ren like looks at Mist,
Yeah, Miss looks at Ren. Like,
pulls out the fucking gemstone.
yeah, Miss takes the one out that she had and is like, do we really want to put these here?
Ren is already slamming hers into the ground.
Alright, well, that's the answer, I guess. Mist makes a... Since she's at least familiar with rituals, not necessarily doing them, but definitely watching and studying them, would you be able to tell if these things are going to fit and where they should go?
No.
Okay. Well, she tries to put it there regardless to see if something happens.
Okay. You hear the sound of stone grinding against stone, and you look behind you where the sound is coming from, and the pulpit, a small door is opening up underneath it, like a trap door in the cubby beneath it. And at that moment, Ren, you feel your heart kind of settle into this regular rhythm. this
that's weird.
familiar sensation you haven't had in a while. And you hear someone cry for help. And it's a voice you recognize.
Oh no.
What do you mean it's a voice she recognizes?
And you just hear, "Help, Ren!" In Finley's voice.
Oh no.
Okay, Ren is like, okay, she was there, but now there's like that like cartoon outline of where she was, and she's
Oh
like
my
down
God.
the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Luffy follows
Does
after
anyone
Ren.
else hear that though?
No, none of you else
Okay.
hear that, but Bran, you look, and you hear a voice whisper, "Don't."
Yeah, Bran's gonna very quickly chase after her.
Yeah,
Okay.
Luffy's following.
Luffy.
Also-
Ren
No.
is using her bonus action dash to like.
Okay, Ren, you run and then you crouch down into a slide and you slide down under the pulpit and into darkness. Luffy, you feel like something is propelling you forward. Like where Bran was told don't, you are being told go. Nanya, you don't feel a whole lot, and Mist, you don't feel a whole lot. And that's where we're wrapping up tonight.
Oh my
No.
Oh
god!
my god.
Man.
Are you kidding me? You
Ah,
can't do this to me!
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
See you next week, Internet.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
What?
Bye, Internet.
Bye.